We have breaking news for you out of the Northwest Territories. Aggressive wildfire growth overnight has prompted a new evacuation order. Now, this comes as hundreds of residents across the territory have already been forced to flee their homes as over 100 wildfires continue to burn out of control. Mark Harkesall is back in studio with me. He's got the latest on this. So what do you know at this point, Mark?
Yeah, Natasha, 102 wildfires to be exact are out of control across Northwest Territories, 117 wildfires in total. So the great majority of them out of control. Let's take a look at the map. There are 3 areas that are affected in particular. There is N.W.T in the north, and as you move south, you see to the west, there's Jean Marie River. And we will start off with Fort Providence because at 9 a.m. local time, an evacuation order was issued for the 700 or so people that live in Fort Providence. Officials say the fire grew significantly overnight, driven by severe northerly winds, and the fire is now within 2 kilometers north of Fort Providence. So they are asking everyone in that region to get out. This is an evacuation order. It means everyone must leave. Reception centers have been set up in Hay River. It's about a 2-hour drive or so southeast, although reports from CBC journalists in the region say it is also very smoky there. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out over there. Structure protection measures are in place in Fort Providence. There are sprinklers, water cannons along the northerly border, spraying down various properties, homes and buildings, trying to keep them wet and fireproof them. The fire is still 18,400 or so hectares. Now, the forecast is calling for southerly winds today, which will help, I guess, stop the fire from moving. However, this evening, they're calling for northerly winds, which officials worry could push the fire closer to the community. Again, it's only 2 kilometers away right now, so very worrisome situation there. Let's move on to Jean Marie River now with a population of 65. That is still subject to an evacuation notice. That is number 1 on the 3-tier emergency list, so people are just being told to start packing, prepare for the possible eventuality of an evacuation. That's a large fire, and it's still about 12.5 kilometers northwest of the community from the last update that we got, but it's a big one. 20,300 hectares or so, been burning since late June. And then there's N.W.T with a population 600. That one already subject to an evacuation order as of Friday. 600 or so people cleared out into centers in Betchico and Yellowknife. CBC News journalists spoke to some evacuees there.
One night when I told my daughter, and I told her we have to go to Yellowknife, and everybody's in evacuation, so nobody can stay. So I tried to make her understand, we can't stay home.
It's just like a volcano. It was just a big, huge fire.
Was it scary?
Yeah, it was scary.
Some of them, they're struggling. They don't have money here too, and there's a couple of dogs still left behind. They forgot to take all of them, I guess.
Now, of the 600 people evacuated from that community, about 150 or so have stayed. They're all essential workers and emergency personnel. Highway 9, by the way, toward N.W.T, closed northbound. Southbound, it is open, though, to allow for that evacuation process.
Okay, good to know. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you.